Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished in our town of Springview, where we left off last time. That's interesting, this reversed itself when it loaded. There. Last time we were looking at trying to finish the hospital. Where am I? There, hospital. And the boarding home, right there. And it's been a while since I've turned this game on. It doesn't feel natural. I gotta get used to it again. We just finished the town hall and we're thinking about one of the mines. That's right. Maybe a mine to get some coal kicking out, even just a little bit at a time, so that we can make steel tools. Right now we're making iron tools. So that's just iron and wood. But as we add coal into the mix, we get steel tools, and they'll last much longer. How's this graveyard doing? Down to 7 graves. That's really frustrating. Oh, I wonder if we're going to have poltergeists haunting our town. They're no longer laid to rest. Anyway, let's turn this game on. We are low on firewood. Probably moving it all into a trader. Yep, let's take this down to 800. We're gonna make it too tough to pull that off in the middle of the winter. Thomas the fisherman died during childbirth. Oh, we lost a mom. Darn, that's too bad. Probably a young one too. Probably in one of these houses? I don't know. Don't see any single dads right now. Anyway, we are working over here. Actually have a foundation laid for the hospital. So the mine we're going to think about. Leave that there. I'm going to clean this up a little bit here. I'm trying to decide just how I want to lay this out. Getting a little cluttered. Let's put the market in the corner. Town hall over it. That leaves this circle open so we can see. The professions underneath and Springview under that. I think I like the order of that better. Hospital we're working on. Move the forest lodge over. That leaves just enough room for what we need. Okay, so while these guys are working, we've got 8 laborers and 2 builders. We've only got 2 projects going on, right, because we were worried about the stone. We're up to 53 stone again, so we can already turn on the boarding home and get the supplies brought over. The laborers will come and take all the obstacles out. And we are still taking out stone over here? We are. Good. Finally, the supplies are coming in. New laborer, another student, 2 more children born. So they're taking care of that. Let's see, we've got farms being planted. There we go. Planted up to here on this one, and they're on the last row of this one. Okay. And it'll be a few episodes yet before we really get the farming efficient. It's not a priority. We're doing really good in food, though. We have seen a drop. This used to be 7,500. We put 4 gatherers in. Now, we'll just have to keep an eye on that. We are adding a lot more mouths, too. Logs are doing great. Firewood is at 185. And we are into spring now. So I would say it's okay to go ahead and put... Where am I? put the firewood back to 1,000. We got our 2,000 venison in. Once we get... See, how are we doing on warm coats? That's up here. Warm coats 34. How many hide coats do we have left? 14 is all? I guess we've used them. Let's sell off 14 hide coats. Get those hauled out so that our people are using warm coats only. And then when we start making... Oh, we have a doctor. We have a hospital. Great. When we start making steel tools, we will do the same thing with iron tools. Now, do we want to turn this doctor on right now? You know, I really don't know that answer. We don't have a disease. Is there any other interaction? Or is that just a wasted person until there's a disease? I'm not sure. Boarding home is next. Most of the logs are already in. A good chunk of the stone has been hauled. Crops are coming in. Good. You know, with food dropping, let's temporarily throw on some new farmers. Just to make sure this comes in. Vincent the Gatherer died of old age. What is our population now? 30 adults, 13 kids, on top of 5 that are in school. Pretty sure that's not redundant. We've got... Okay. Our graveyard is growing again. That's interesting. It was 7 a few minutes ago, which may have been what the last episode ended with. It might well be that in between these recording sessions that there's been a patch that's come out. 10, yeah. We're now adding again. Well, now we know. Could be that there was a correction made and it automatically came out over Steam and downloaded, and Banished is up and going again. I haven't been on the forums lately, so I don't know if there's been a lot of people commenting on that. But now our dead are being properly buried. How are the sheep doing? 16 of 15. Where is our shepherd? There he is. Let's watch this for a little bit, see what he does. He just came over and... Wow, quick work. Turned that sheep into... I assume that's mutton. This is a laborer, herdsman, blacksmith. Blacksmith who is not making any tools, so is now a laborer temporarily. And we are once again with an extra sheep. Huh. Woodcutter died of old age. So we are using up our laborers quite quick as this wave of elderly are starting to die off. It's probably getting toward the end of our first generation. Food is at 6,600 still. Logs have dropped quickly, but they all went into here. Firewood's at 200, even though we added another 200 into the trader. This firewood is up and running. That's right, I buried that underneath. We need to get that going again soon. Just because there's nowhere for... Let's see, let's get some logs over here. How can we do that? Whoa. Old age, old age, old age. They're going quick. Okay, so... Wow, that was quite a fast wave there. Who do we want to... I guess we'll just leave it as is, but we're going to have to really keep an eye on this. I'm going to take this back down to speed 2 for a while. Speed 5 makes the video more interesting. but you start missing all the details that then make you look kind of foolish, like you don't know what you're doing as the one running the video. So I want to be able to keep up on some of these things. Last thing we need is no laborers, the teacher dies, and then that entire school building full of students gets released as uneducated. So what I was about to say was, let's find some logs nearby so that this firewood cutter doesn't have to walk all the way over here for a log each time. Eventually, when this market, yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Stone, we don't have enough stone, but let's get at least most of the supplies hauled over there. We were working on stone down here. We're done. We have this left. We do have some over here. Okay. So maybe they will get to that one soon, and this would actually be a good place to supply the stone to this one. But what I was going to say was, we don't have any logs in the market. We can't turn the vendor on to bring the logs in for this woodcutter. So if we were to, let's take some logs out right over here in front of the mine. Let's take some logs out, right in front of, that's interesting, in front of there. And also, oh, we can see this now. Okay, there was a tree hiding this opening. Yep, that looks good. So any other stones to take out? Oh, I'm sorry, any of the trees to take out? Now we'll hit some random ones in here. There's a tree here and there. Now we've got 4 farmers actively working at the moment. That's where we can get some more laborers if we need to. I want to see if we can bring in a full crop this time. Potatoes right there, still on the 700 range. And they're hauling them this way, so I guess they're taking them straight to the market. So that's closer than the storage barn? I guess it's fairly equal. Okay. So we've got a boarding house, all the supplies are in. 150 work for this one. This is a significant project. And we are working right now. Okay. I'm just wondering if they would default to the market over here instead, for any reason. We have cleared it out. Got some more logs in for more firewood. How are stockpiles doing over here? We're doing fine. In fact, I was considering long ago dumping this stockpile so that we can get some more trees back into the footprint of this forest. Forests are both set to cut and plant. We are autumn, just losing our leaves. How are we doing on the farms? Where am I? Here. They never really, I guess they did come back, but they're even 2 farmers. They're certainly taking their time. There's just too much walking to do. We're going to need to get a small farming community built around the farms, rather than have them live over there in the city center. They need to be right out here with the farms so they can walk home. Like, there's a spot over here that wouldn't build another orchard. Maybe we get 2 or 3 houses right in here. So let's tell you what, that's actually a good idea. Let's queue that up, but not use the resources at this time. But let's get it queued up so it's not forgotten next time. So right alongside the orchard, come down a ways. Then we'll drop in 3 houses, possibly. Okay, the road would be there, right there. Looks like that's the closest. Another one. Let's see. They're 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. I can't get 2 in there no matter what I do. I think I can go back to back though. So if I were to drop this one here, I could do that. Right there. So there's 3 houses. Pause them. And take care of them next time once we get some more stone in the system. But the boarding house built. We do have enough stone now. No, we don't. We're building a market next. That needs another 50 stone. Okay. Anyway, the boarding house is done. Kind of ashamed to have to waste the resources on something that's not going to be used for a while, but it is kind of an insurance policy. You hate to pay your insurance bill each month until that tragedy does happen. Then you'll be thankful that you did. That's the same thing with the boarding house and with the doctor, really. Let's see. There's no inventory. There's no way to... No, there's really no way to use this. No way to track that it has been used. No way to verify that this isn't just a wasted person. I'm pretty sure the herbalist does all of the day-to-day work. This is just for disease. So I'm going to turn this off so that when a disease does happen, I can forget all about it and we can go through a really exciting crisis. Okay, so we are into early winter. Now, if I recall, we had a really late winter, so that we were well into spring before the snow went away. This time it's going to give us kind of the opposite. We're still 42 degrees. Probably the kind of winter we're going to have in the Northwest this year, with El Nino sitting out there. We're supposed to stay warm and dry this winter. Not good. We've got a drought of our own going on. But it'll let us get a few more of the crops in. So how's our trader doing? He is nowhere in sight. He usually shows up around the first snow. 40 degrees. We just might get these in. Of course, we've got 4 farmers doing the job. And an herbalist standing around, I guess, talking. Maybe she's a wife. $40 degrees still. Yep. I'm going to get this crop in. So, you know, we have enough here to split a herd. So there is that possibility. Split the herd in half, and how much does it take to build a farm or a pasture? And if we do something like that, 10 by 20, it only takes wood. Can I go wider? And we'll go there. 20 by 12. Can't go any longer. Alright, so we'll have another pasture sitting there. Houses here. They can start work on this anytime. It's only going to take logs, and we got plenty. So I'm not concerned about that. We still have 2 laborers, 2 builders. I was going to say let's pull 2 farmers off, but let's leave them on and see if there's still the chance, at 38 degrees, of clearing the last of this food out. 8,200. There's a huge bump. Let's go 10 years in the food. We started dropping off. We're getting concerned. And then, actually, yeah, let's go to, what, 1 year? 2 years. 1 year? No, none of it's really going to give us a good wave. We're only in this span right here. Anyways, back to inventory. But 6,500 to 80 some hundred. See, when the crops come in, they can really throw your numbers off from what you're used to for food. 10 graves. Still 15 sheep. This one is done. We're going to take this down to 1 only. Got another laborer now, which makes it a little more comfortable for me to speed this up. Now, well, still 39 degrees. It looks like it's starting to get whiter. But we're really going to get a warm winter this time. You going to get to finish? Marketplace just needs 1 more iron, a little bit more stone. We're sitting great on iron, but we are out of stone. Okay. Alright, I'm going to call this one done enough. Take that down and that down. Okay. So, we need stone. Let's go ahead and designate this area. Eventually, we're going to want to clear out all that. We still have this already queued up. We have this already queued up, so we have plenty of stone available. How do we do down here? We still have a little bit left over in this area. We have this area up here, it's already queued. Yeah, they have plenty of stone to work with. There's our trader. Alright, hop over there. And let's see what he brought us. Nope, don't collect stone on the trader. There we go. Cabbage seeds, and some wool, and some ale. That's interesting. Seems like we bought ale at the very beginning and the tornado took it from us. Do we want to get into that again? I think so. And we definitely want the cabbage seed. Let's get as many varieties of seed as we can. So we want that and all of the ale. 33, 33. I need 2,764 of anything. Okay, so venison is worth... I thought it was worth 4 for some other vendors, but it's only worth 3 here. We've got 4,000 in herbs alone. And another almost 500 there. Let's send out 400 herbs with the idea that what's it going to take to replace it? We know we got plenty of venison. Let's get rid of the hide coats. We still have lots of warm coats. We do. And we have lots of wool, so there's no need to supplement our wool inventory. In fact, we might be selling wool here before long, but actually it'd be better to sell the warm coats if we're going to sell anything. How are we doing on leather? 176 leather, 114 wool. Yeah, we're going to start selling wool coats, or warm coats. So, venison we should have gobs of. We do. We have lots of potatoes now. So hide coats we're going to get rid of. And they're 15 each. No. Yeah, 15 each. We have 14. So let's sell 14 of those. That takes us to 1,800. 10 is 140. No, 150. And 30, 60 more. So 210 right there. And 1,600, that's 1,810, right. Okay. So, we don't need to replace these. Firewood, 200 in the system. And we're in the winter. So let's go 150 firewood. And we need about 300 more. So let's put 100 venison. And what is that, 54 more? 3 into that is 10, and looks like 15 more. So make that a 115. Nope. Like that 120. Let's see where that lands us. There we go. If we back up 2, we've got it. So 118. You start to see why having an economy based on money is so much easier than based on barter and products. Okay, so that's an even swap. We've got rid of quantities that we can replace without having to go back in and change this, other than the hide coats. Don't need any more of those. Oh, did it really change it? Oh, man. Okay, put that back in the system. Alright, one more time. 14 of these. 150 of those. We did 400 of these. And what were we? 118? 118. Alright. Trade. Now I can go back and alter things. Don't put any more hide coats in. We're fine here. We'll be fine there. Is there anything else we want to add? Let's add 20 warm coats. Okay. So send the trader off. Everything else is done. How are we doing here? We've got everything. No, we don't. We still need stone. So just 4 more stone, and they're probably carrying that in already. So we should see that building here real soon. The laborers have come over here and cleaned some of this out. This is a laborer who is working, so I assume you're going after stone. Where are you going? This one was queued up. Okay. And that's probably the stone that's going to land right here. We have a confused person walking through. Is it the doctor? Physician, yep. So you're acting as a laborer picking up resources until we have a medical emergency. So we have an outbreak. So when are we going to get our first nomads, and where are they going to come from? It's quite a sight when it happens. All of a sudden you'll get this long train of people coming from, like, right down here or something, working their way over to the town. They go to the town hall and surround it and ask for permission to move in. Alright, so tools are fine. Wait, we did buy there, we bought the ale. Okay. So we need a tavern to use the ale. I assume we want to put the tavern into our main town over here. Let's think about this. A tavern is probably here. Brews alcohol and makes citizens happy. So we want the tavern pretty central to all the citizens. And in our town, we're going to be divided into 3 main areas. So I'm thinking the tavern can go somewhere in here. I think I want houses up against the market, so we're going to come in one row of buildings. Something like that. Well, either there or right on the road itself. And if we do that, then we're not anywhere, we're a lot further away from the farms. Nope, that's good. We'll back it up against the mountain there. Pause that. Put that over here. Yeah, so we're building the market. Our next goal... How's our housing looking? I haven't checked this in a while. Farmer and a student. I'm assuming that's a child. Female laborer by herself. Let's go back to 2 while I'm thinking here. We have lots of potential couples. Not much in the way of singles. We need some houses. Female hunter by herself. Yeah, we could use some houses. How's our stone? Our stone is doing good. Let's do this. How's our food doing? We're still in the 8,000s. Okay. Let's turn these on. There. Let's see. Let's kick these guys down. And we'll set the houses up where we can watch them. Just to remember what we're doing. Market is almost complete. So much so that I am going to turn this market back on. Let's see. Vendor. I can do it from here. Let's get a vendor going. I'm going to unbury this. Keep track of the quantities that are being brought in. I see some logs have been dropped off even without a vendor. So these are just supplies that people are carrying and dropping off. The vendor, or the market, did not open. It's getting close though. We're going to get a vendor in there and we're going to make this simpler. Oh. Not what I wanted. This market. This is 1 vendor out of 1. I want to force... See, how many builders do I have? I only have 2 anyway. Now let's kick that up to 4 to get this thing finished. There it goes. Okay, 2 builders. And 2 vendors. But I don't want both vendors to go and work at the same market. So we're going to force them to only... for 1 vendor for each one. And let's put this one down here and let's just keep an eye on what these 2 are going to do. Be a little experiment for us. Meanwhile, we're working on houses. These are all paused. So we have 3 houses going on. Supplies. Let's see, we need 24 stone. We've got 40. We need, what is that, 64? Now 48 logs. Got plenty. How's our firewood? Still 250-ish. This one, that's right. Look at that we're working on too. So, let's go with 3 builders and 3 laborers. 2 more laborers showed up. 2 more students are in the school oven here cooking. Vendors definitely going out and grabbing supplies for these 2 markets. Let's see how even they come out. And will they take from each other is the curious part. Here's 30 warm coats out of 59. So we have the potential of 30 and 30. Farms have been planted. Fields. When they move in, they'll fill their inventory. When they move out, I think they leave that inventory behind and they refill their next house. So that after the second wave, the next round of people won't have to go out and get all the food and firewood out of it. Although that means there's a bunch of food and firewood that is now untouchable. It's no longer in the common stockpiles. So this is our first one. It is. I'm not going to prioritize them. Well, I wonder if I should. Here's another old age death. Let's do that. Let's make sure that these houses get built and another wave of babies gets born. Let's turn these 3 on as a priority. Actually, we'll do that again. There. So here's this market. And as much as I want that priority going over there, let's go ahead and throw some roads in. The laborers can still be bringing supplies over to the other one. Yeah, that will work just fine. Don't need to go all the way. Then we're going to grab from here over and from here over. Is there not a road here? That's right, we had obstacles in the way. We never did build that road. Speaking of roads, this one has always bothered me. We went around this thing here. It just feels redundant to have all these extra diagonals in here, even though they are going to travel that way. We'll leave it like that. They're most likely going to take the diagonal if they're trying to get to this storage barn or into this forest. Yeah, I'll just leave them be. So, where are we? We're waiting for these houses to pop, and we're watching the inventories. I think this is a good place to call this an episode. Next time we'll come back and reevaluate and then move on to our next project and just keep building our town of Springview. So if you've enjoyed this, please hit the subscribe and the thumbs up little icon down there and let other people know about this series, and let's see how many folks we can get on board with us. This has been Noble Rambler. Thanks for watching.